This is what Napoleon called the most beautiful drawing room in Europe. Hey guys, I'm Juliet at Charleston Chicken Venice. I spend a lot of time on this magical island. In fact, make sure you follow my journey as I hunt for my own Venetian flat. Small, but gets the job done. In the meantime, let's chat about one of the most important factors to consider. Look at that ceiling and the chandelier. Whether you're moving here or just coming to visit, the neighborhood. So in Venice, neighborhoods are called sestieri. There are 6 in total, and each one has its own distinct vibe and attractions. Let's start with the most well-known of the 6, San Marco, home to the breathtaking St. Mark's Square, featuring the Doge's Palace and St. Mark's Basilica. This again is the beating heart of the city. And you can see over here, they have these gorgeous cafes where you're gonna pay a fortune for a cup of coffee or an espresso or an Aperol Spritz or a glass of wine. But the reason that you're gonna pay so much is because look at this view. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. If you have a limited time in Venice, this is a great choice because it really does have everything. The luxury shopping district, several 5-star hotels, and Michelin-starred restaurants. If you look at a map of Venice, you're gonna see that it's shaped like a fish. Well, San Marco is the fish's belly and super convenient jumping off point to the other sestieri. The downside, you're going to pay for all this luxury and convenience. And because of its centralized location, it is slammed with tourists literally all year long. Plus, if you want a truly authentic Venetian meal, you're going to have to wade through the increasing number of foreign-owned tourist traps and head to places like Osteria ai Specchieri, owned by my friend Jacopo, a born and bred Venetian. The other perennially packed sestieri lies just north of San Marco, over the Rialto Bridge. San Polo is the oldest part of Venice. In fact, you can visit this church that dates back to the 5th century. It's also home to Basilica di Santa Maria Gloriosa de' Frari, featuring works by a who's who of Renaissance masters, including Titian, Bellini, and Donatello. Again, its proximity to the Rialto Bridge and San Marco makes San Polo mega popular with tourists and mega pricey. Further north, the waves of humanity start to thin out a little bit in Cannaregio, home to the Jewish ghetto, Santa Lucia train station, and lovely views of the lagoon, including the island of San Michele, Venice's cemetery. Like San Polo, you'll find a smattering of luxury hotels and great restaurants, plus lots of affordable accommodations. If you want a taste of real Venetian life, but you still want to be close to the action, Cannaregio is a great choice. Heading east towards the fish's tail is the Castello district, with lots of green space and quaint trattorias, including 2 of my favorites, Alla Corte and Alle Tolle. It's a great place for tourists who want to live like locals and who are happy to choose a little peace and tranquility over convenience. On the other side of Cannaregio is Santa Croce. This is where you're going to find Venice's main transport hub, Piazzale Roma. It's a great neighborhood for visitors who need to get in and out of the city quickly. I've also noticed a lot of my Venetian friends who live on the mainland tend to meet here for drinks and dinner before they head home, so it's a good place to meet the locals. And finally, we head south around the fish's mouth to the Dorsoduro Sestieri. This is actually one of my favorite neighborhoods in all of Venice. It's close to the tourist attractions in San Marco, but it still manages to stay relatively quiet. It's home to a lot of university students, so you're going to find some cheap but tasty trattorias and baccari, sort of like the Venetian version of a pub. It's also home to Venice's art scene, lots of indie galleries, and the famous Peggy Guggenheim Art Museum, which makes Dorsoduro attractive to both luxury travelers as well as those on a budget.